Now, scientists and conservationists are warning that some of the big cities of African countries and animal species may disappear due to the increasing levels of temperatures as a result of climate change. Hezron Kimari with the details of that story.
Some towns like, Mombasa, you take Lagos, Cotonou in Benin in West Africa, Abidjan, Dakar in Senegal, all these countries, all these towns, big towns may disappear. We have observed because of climate change, many species have disappeared.
Despite the danger facing some African cities due to climate change, African countries must fulfill the complex process and stages before benefiting from any climate fund.
There is a serious challenge when it comes to accreditation and institutional arrangements. The funding is available but can only be accessed when the protocols have been fulfilled. And these protocols are very complex protocols. They speak to policy reforms, they speak to legislative reforms, they speak to improvement of institutional structures and institutional frameworks, they speak to institutional arrangements, they speak to certain issues which the African continent has to deal with before we can access the funding in the manner in which the funding is coming.
Green Climate Fund, Adaptation Fund, JEF Fund, Climate Investment Fund. All these funds are available and open to all countries, all developing countries. But to get them, you should convince, you should develop, you should know what are the procedures, the modality, the principle for accessing these funds.
However, there is hope for some African countries after the African Forest Forum organized a capacity building training on writing bankable climate projects.
There are two main important things to take in consideration: job opportunity for youth, and yes, in the African context, there are many opportunities to create green job in the forestry sector specifically for this youth. And access to finance, yes, there are many funding windows that could be accessible for this target group.
Actually, I'm surprised that there is a lot of money in conservation and improvement of livelihoods, but how to tap into those opportunities. Even some countries have foregone some money because they haven't claimed it, I think because they didn't know about it. But now that we know about all these opportunities that are around, it will be easy for us to go back home and apply the knowledge that we got from here.
One thing I've learned is I kind of know how to write a proposal, but not really. So it's a whole new world for me at this point. Right now, it's been just 3 days that we're seeing this. And so with these proposals that we're learning on them how to teach us, I love the fact that government entities are combined in it, NGOs are combined in it, and private sectors are combined in it. And they're teaching us on how to write proposals, which would actually bring us on the same page.
We're also looking forward to see more and more funding coming to Africa. It's the main reason that we have organized this training.
The organizers intend to continue with capacity building in more African countries.